Boulder's top stories this week. Council approves the Boulder Reservoir Master Plan. 2 officers are awarded for their life-saving efforts, and Boulder Reads honors the 2011 Outstanding Adult Learner. Hi, I'm Natalie Wood. After many public meetings, Council approved a master plan for the Boulder Reservoir that establishes management goals and objectives for the Parks and Recreation Department land. The community weighed in heavily on the project, echoing the city's objectives to first and foremost maintain the reservoir as a source of clean water and valuable natural resources. The Boulder Reservoir Master Plan supports this vision while also providing for high-quality recreational uses and events. Parks and Recreation Director Kern says the department is excited to move forward with the Reservoir Site Management Plan.
It's about a 2-year process, included literally dozens of public meetings, community outreach, survey, stakeholder meetings, a lot of understanding of what the reservoir is to the community of Boulder, and we're very excited that the master plan is passed. Now we can move forward. The policies have been set, the direction has been given from council, and now we can move forward on developing the site management plan, which actually will get down to the actual look and design relative to what we want for the future Boulder Reservoir, understanding the threshold limits related to nature and the ecosystem out there, and then what the public wants for that facility out there.
The reservoir has increased in popularity over the years as a venue for small and large-scale group events. In 2011, the reservoir hosted 35 special events, drawing in more than 21,000 participants. The Boulder Reservoir Master Plan will guide long-term investment strategies and programs at the popular site. 2 outstanding public safety employees received life-saving awards from the Boulder Fire Department earlier this month. Boulder Police Officer Kathy Lowe and Firefighter Lieutenant Kern acted quickly to save lives in 2 separate incidents. Lowe says she happened to be in the right place at the right time. She was driving by a gas station on 30th Street in October when a car drove into a pump and burst into flames. Lowe didn't hesitate. She blocked off traffic with her patrol vehicle and ran to the car engulfed in flames. A friend of the driver of that car had started to pull the 57-year-old victim out when Lowe took over, eventually pulling him to safety. After the rescue, Lowe searched the scene for other possible dangers.
I did move another vehicle that was close. I thought it was in danger of being involved in the explosion, maybe catching fire. And so when I went to go try and move it, it was still running. It was too hot to get to it face-wise, so I backed up to it until I could get into the car. I lost some hair. You know, I don't think I did anything that any police officer or firefighter on duty or off wouldn't have done. I just really happened to be in the right place at the right time. If there is such a thing for such a disaster, I couldn't have been any closer, so I'm glad I was there.
Lieutenant Kern also feels he was in the right place at the right time when he was driving home from work last November. Kern came upon a woman who had been struck by a car in a crosswalk. His training kicked in, and he immediately assessed whether the patient could breathe and if she had a pulse. The woman's breathing was labored.
She had a bunch of handbags with her, and she had her face kind of buried into there, so I moved the handbag so she could breathe a little easier and start checking her for injuries. Anybody that does this job, just because you happen to be going home from work one day or you might be at home, you don't stop knowing what to do just because you're not here. And anybody I work with, they would have all done the same thing I did. So you see somebody needs help, you help them.
Medics say that if Kern had not helped the victim breathe, she likely would have died at the scene. On Thursday, the Boulder Fire Department held a remembrance ceremony for 2 firefighters who died during a training exercise 30 years ago. The January 26, 1982 accident prompted a major change in national fire training standards that are still in place today. 30-year-old William Duran of Broomfield and 21-year-old Scott Smith of Longmont were remembered at the ceremony at Fire Station 3 on 30th Street.
It was obvious that was his calling and that's what he was meant to do. And to be part of something so much larger than himself, it made his life.
There were a lot of mistakes that happened that day. Too many even to mention. There was, they were using a small hose, they were burning tires, they were not hooked up to a hydrant, they weren't hooked up to the engine. The engine wasn't in gear. There was a whole series of issues that weren't addressed prior to the training. And I think at that time, Chief Donner hit on it. It was just the way we did things. Just another training day, just go train, and we didn't keep the seriousness of training at training evolutions as we do at emergencies.
Good thing is driving around towns, we see the cement buildings, the concrete training centers now that they have. Anywhere you go, you'll see them. They're all smoked out, and you know what it is. And when I drive by it, I actually feel proud to know that, you know what, my dad lost his life because of that, for that, to save other people. So all those people that go there to train nowadays, they get to walk away from it. That's a training you're guaranteed to walk away from.
The two firefighters were inside an abandoned garage in North Boulder that was being used for a live fire training exercise. The fire burned out of control, killing Duran and Smith and injuring 2 other firefighters. Friends, family, and co-workers of the victims were in attendance at the ceremony. A young lady who does what it takes to overcome obstacles and reach her goals has been recognized by City Council. Suinya Mindiola was honored with the 2011 Janet Driscoll Turner Outstanding Adult Learner Award after working with the Boulder Reads program for the past 4 years to improve her writing and English. Take a look. Suinya Mindiola came to the United States from Venezuela 4 years ago to study English. She first went to Michigan and then came to Boulder, where she decided to stay. Suinya soon enrolled in Boulder Reads because she felt she needed real and personalized instruction.
They match you with somebody that is supposed to be similar to you. So they interview, and even the dates and your personality and what are your interests.
If she was writing a letter or coming up for a review at work, we would work on the letter she was writing or working on the form that she was working on. So we kept it really practical to her life. So it made it fun.
A fun experience and also a life-changing one for Suinya, who since working with Boulder Reads has improved her skills so much that she has become a U.S. citizen and gotten a job and a promotion at Boulder Housing Partners as an eligibility manager. Suinya says she can now read and write at work with confidence.
Now I can send an email without really being nervous.
Boulder Reads students meet with their volunteer tutors twice a week and often build deep friendships through the program.
You can even make friends out of this program, and you feel more comfortable, and they are volunteers, so they really are doing it by heart.
Suinya just super eager to learn and improve.
Suinya's constant desire to improve her skills has earned her the 2011 Janet Driscoll Turner Outstanding Adult Learner Award. She plans to continue learning in community college with the goal of becoming trained as a paralegal. Boulder Reads director Diana Sherry says Suinya is a great example of someone who has taken advantage of the opportunity to improve her skills and now uses those skills to help others. That's all the time we have for this week. You can connect with Inside Boulder News on Facebook by submitting news tips and questions. Just search for City of Boulder Channel 8. I'm Natalie Wood. Stick around for more Inside Boulder next.